Hey there, John. Racer Rob, your trusted master certified auto mechanic, and I'm going to give you some updates. Like I told you, I like to make auto repair fun and exciting again. So just to go over what I found out on your 2003 Chevy Suburban, and you had an instrument cluster that conked out, and also a scratching noise through the radio after the accident. So this video is for you and my other technicians as well, because in today's cars, they're complex as all heck, but you also have to have a lot of common sense. So let's kind of go with what I started about my basic diagnostics. So first thing I did was did the visual inspection and tried to duplicate the problem. And the cool thing is I was able to do that, and this is a real scientific test here, you'll see. So I go over here and try to keep some light in here. Don't know if you can hear that or not, but there's definitely something that's electrical connection, maybe ground, something like that is what it's pointing to. And what you've got going on is I removed the dash assembly here, there, and the lower kick panel here as well too. And the first thing that you'll notice is that, get some light in here for you. See if we can get that anymore. There's a audio Vox frequency modulator. Now that's hooked up to your video system as well too, for your rear seats, for your kids watching their rear videos. My first gut reaction after looking in the wire diagrams and all the information is that there's some kind of a grounding problem, and that is feeding back through your stereo system. You know, all the things are pointing towards that. And that installation is not the best I've ever seen. There's some connections that could be improved. Check the grounding. And then what I also did was I went ahead and, this is kind of cool, I don't know if anybody's ever showed you this or not, but I've used my scanner. This is my OTC Encore scanner on loan from Hillsboro Napa. I mean, really cool guys. So I've went in, and this is how cool it's gotten for diagnostic help. I went into your body control module, and I'm going to show you how we read codes on that. And I'll show you what else I found out. This is all like putting the puzzle together, taking the complex and the simple and putting those two together to get the solution. So we've got a couple codes here, history codes. I'm going to show you what we came up with here and see if I can buzz in on that. Top reported fix is instrument cluster replaced. I'm not going to go there yet because I like to keep it simple and go back to the basics. The other thing too is the engine to frame ground. Once again, going towards grounds as well is what it's pointing to. The other thing too is here's your wiring diagram just on the instrument panel cluster assembly. Now if you'll notice, again, trying to keep this easy for you to read, there's your ignition power going into your display area and your ground. The odometer I've highlighted there. Now here's the good news, potentially good news. I have got the system to where your odometer is working now. I was able to reset it. I have a feeling it might have just had a glitch with the impact from the accident. Maybe the grounding problem, maybe the battery stuff. Again, it's working now. You've got all the information there. So, and you can also tell that, you know, once I shut off the stereo, maybe turn it back on, you'll notice that, get my finger out of the way. Maybe it's just Murphy's Law, but I can hear that glitch through the computer as the ignition's turned on through the speakers. That's the body control module as well. So to bring that all together, this is exactly why I'm back in the industry with my common sense mechanical degree and electronics degree, is during the visual inspection, here's all my notes I noticed. Don't panic. I mean, there's nothing complex here. You have a battery that's been in there since 2005, so your battery's 9 years old. Just with me having the ignition on and running my tests, maybe 15 minutes or so, it drained the battery to where I had to jump it to start it. So number one, we're going to get a new battery to put in there so you have good juice to power up all your electronics. Number two, I really want to get in here and fix this rat's nest and get this system working more properly, or if you do not use it, might be best to disable it. So that's, I'm going to find out when I talk to you. If you do use it, I'm going to say we spend a few hours in here making this a much better installation slash connections. You know, that's the thing about having these things installed. If you want it done right, you know, not to slam any industry, but let's just spend a few more hours getting this really dialed in and looking better. Good connections. Check your ground. I'll check your frame ground like the manual said, and start with the basics there. So once again, new battery. Check your charging system. Clean up the cables. Rewire this audio vox system for your video control to your stereo, and clean up the frame grounds, and then retest. Best case scenario, we got it with that work. Worst case scenario, we'll still have an electronics bug in there somewhere, but I'm sticking with keeping it simple and going after the basics first. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Racer Rob, your trusted certified master auto mechanic with an electronics degree and a whole lot of common sense. Okay, John, hope you enjoyed your video, and if you love it, let me know. And as far as other technicians watching this as well, always stick with the basics first: batteries, connections, and common sense testing as well. See if I can get it to do it again with my calibrated testing here. Okay, not doing it right now. Yeah, battery's too dead. There you go. Battery's too dead to do the test, but I was basically able to duplicate that static testing by doing the calibrated tapping test. So that's it. Oops, don't want to trip here. Racer Rob at Integrity Auto Care, over and out.